All right, here we go. The bell has rung. This match is underway. It is Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. 1-on-1. Randy Orton, the rebellious, the Viper, WWE's apex predator. And Seth Rollins, the poster child for the Authority. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins had this game plan to get Randy Orton here at WrestleMania. But, the problem is Randy Orton's one of those people don't necessarily want to play too many games with. Orton knows all the tricks, knows all the mind games. We've seen how diabolical Randy Orton can go. How maniacal he can be. What a drop kick from Randy Orton. Thinking an RKO early on. Rollins gets out of the ring, got out of that situation very quick. But that's just how quick Randy Orton can strike. Rollins has the J&J security in his corner. Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury. And Rollins stomping away now on Randy Orton in the corner. And, the thing about J&J security, they aren't necessarily out here to cause trouble, which may or may not happen, but more so to protect Rollins, which one thing could mean the other. If you look at it either way, Randy Orton sending Rollins neck first into the mat. Rollins has tried to end Orton's career. Orton now getting his revenge here on the grandest stage of them all, the Showcase of Immortals, WrestleMania. Randy Orton with his clubbing blows to Rollins. Triple H seeing Rollins as the future of WWE. And Randy Orton just exploded out of the corner with a clothesline. And now the Viper looking to strike, but that's Joey Mercury. And Randy Orton to send Mercury off the ring apron. Then down goes Jamie Noble. Both paying the price for messing around with Randy Orton. Oh boy, talk about paying the price. This is vintage Randy Orton. This is usually done for the second rope into the ring, but it's done for the ring. Now it's being done for the ring apron out onto the floor to J&J security, who have been taken out by Randy Orton. But wait, Rollins looking to fly. Suicide dive sends Orton into the announce desk. Rollins taking advantage of the distraction. Randy Orton was so focused on taking out J&J security that he took his eyes off the task at hand, the challenge, and that is Seth Rollins, who is Mr. Money in the Bank. And you gotta wonder, that briefcase you can cash it at any time, any place. Rollins now going for the cover on Randy Orton. Only enough for a 2 count. You gotta wonder, when's that gonna be? We're already at WrestleMania. So in a few months, that contract expires. Rollins just waiting for the perfect time to cash in the briefcase. Stomping away on Randy Orton. And again, now driving that boot into the chin of the Viper. Rollins sent that boot right into the jaw of Randy Orton. This is a big opportunity for Rollins to take out Randy Orton, a prized superstar here in the WWE. Snap suplex on Orton, hooks the leg. And now Rollins with a side headlock on Randy Orton. This is how you wear down a Viper. This is how you wear down your opponent. You block off that airway. You make it hard for your opponent to breathe. And that's exactly what Seth Rollins is doing right now to Randy Orton. Randy Orton trying to work his way back up to his feet. And Orton trying to break free. And he does with a headbutt to Rollins. And now a clubbing right. Rollins with a boot to the midsection of Randy Orton. And Randy Orton sends Rollins into the corner. And face first, Randy Orton goes into the turnbuckle. And Seth has taken over this match. Just like that, Rollins able to turn things around. There's a reason they call him the Architect. Once upon a time, the Architect of the Shield. He was the brains of the Shield. And Rollins had a plan. And the Authority gave him that opportunity. And now he's the poster child. He's the poster boy for the Authority. Triple H sees a future in Rollins. Rollins feeling like there's a chip on his shoulder, especially, as I mentioned, he's also Mr. Money in the Bank. So that chip on his shoulder with a guaranteed shot for the WWE Championship anytime, any place, up to a year. And now Randy Orton with a couple of clotheslines, starting to feel it. Went for that snap power slam. Rollins knew exactly what Orton was going for. Rollins went for the stomp, but that time Orton played some mind games. Rollins went for the curb stomp. Randy Orton countered with a snap power slam. That's just how calculated the Viper Randy Orton is. He knows the games. He plays the game. He's learned from some of the very best in this business. Once upon a time, Randy Orton, at 24 years old, was the youngest world heavyweight champion in WWE history. Look at this suplex to Rollins, sends him across the ring. Rollins is laid out on the ring apron right now. And Rollins trying to pull himself up. J&J Security still suffering from that double DDT done by Orton off the ring apron. And now Randy Orton went for that vintage DDT, but Rollins countered, sent Orton to the ring apron, and an enziguri knocks Orton off the apron. And Orton goes down. Randy Orton is out on the floor trying to recover. You can see Jamie Noble already finally back up to his feet. J&J Security are finally back up. They refuse medical attention. Rollins off the second rope. Moonsault. Caught. Perfect. Takes out Randy Orton on the outside. This is a big opportunity for Rollins. Can he capitalize on this? Let's take a look at this moonsault one more time off the middle rope. Look at that picture perfect moonsault. Taking out Randy Orton. Just total disregard for his own well-being. Just looking to take out Randy Orton. That's all he wants, is to take out Randy Orton. Now Randy Orton is back in the ring. Rollins measuring up Randy Orton. What does Seth Rollins have in mind for the Viper? Rollins up at the top. Randy Orton turn around. And it does. Randy Orton able to turn around, and Rollins, the family jewels, hit the top turnbuckle bar. And you can hear the fans here chanting for an RKO. Randy Orton going for that superplex, paying homage to his father, the Ace, Cowboy Bob Orton, but it's being blocked by Rollins. Rollins with shots, clubbing blows to the midsection of Randy Orton to break free. Look at these clubbing blows to the back of the Viper, Randy Orton. Rollins, where perhaps was thinking a sunset flip bomb, but Randy Orton countered with a back body drop. Great counter from the Apex Predator. And Randy Orton now up at the top. It's not too often we say Randy Orton up at the top. He said, okay, whatever, I'm already here. And a high cross body, but Rollins counter with a cover. Look at this. And Rollins had Orton, but Orton able to kick out of two. Rollins went for a kick. Orton ducked. Orton went for a clothesline. Rollins ducked. Uh-oh. There it is. Vintage Randy Orton. And now Orton is going to that place. Orton wants to make Rollins suffer for trying to end his career. For everything Rollins and the Authority has done to him, he wants to give it all right back to the poster boy for the Authority, Seth Rollins. Randy Orton is going to that place, looking for the no. Rollins counters, rolls up Randy Orton, and only enough for a 2 count. Super kick to Randy Orton. right on the button. And now Rollins, what does he have in mind? Thinking sliced bread, but Orton counters. RKO! An RKO! But Rollins just kicked out of the RKO. How in the world did Rollins just kick out of the RKO at 2? Randy Orton can't even believe it. How in the world did Rollins just kick out of the RKO? The same move that has won Randy Orton championship after championship after championship. Randy Orton has over 10 world championships here in the WWE. And it's all thanks to that move, the RKO. But Seth Rollins found it in him to be able to kick out of it. That's insanity. But how much does Rollins have left? Was that everything that Rollins had left? Did he use that last bit of energy just to be able to kick out of that RKO? Oh boy. We haven't seen this in a while. He's going to end Rollins' career. If this happens, Rollins' career is over. But here comes Jamie Noble. RKO to Jamie Noble. And an RKO to Joey Mercury. And a kick to the midsection of Orton. And there's a curb stomp. There we go. Rollins steals this one. But no, Orton able to kick out at 2.5. Rollins kicks out of RKO. And now Randy Orton just kicked out of the curb stomp. These two are going to have to dig down deeper than they've ever had to before. Find something in the playbook that you can use to take out your opponent and get that 3 count. But you got to know it's a different kind of feeling here because it's WrestleMania. It's the showcase of immortals where legends are born. That's where these two are finding it. When there's a will, there's a way. It's WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. And these two are putting on one heck of a match. And it's about showing who's a top dog here. Randy Orton, a multi-time WWE champion. Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank, looking to prove that he is worthy of being the WWE champion. Now watch this from Rollins. This is a thing of beauty. Went for the Phoenix Splash. Randy Orton went for an RKO. Kick to the midsection of Randy Orton. Rollins has Randy Orton right where he wants him. Wait, we went for another curve, but an RKO! Unbelievable. What an RKO. And Randy Orton with a victory. What an RKO. Randy Orton strikes out of nowhere. Rollins had Orton set up for a curb stomp. Rollins went for the curb stomp. Orton popped Rollins up and an RKO out of nowhere. You talk about the showcase of immortals. You talk about cementing your legacy. That is just another career moment for the Viper, the apex predator, Randy Orton. And on top of it, gets a victory and his revenge on Seth Rollins.